Mouz? You really think Fnatic, Big, and NIP are going to advance and not Mouz? You really believe that Big and NIP can advance but not Mouz and G2? WTF, man? Big over Mouz? Lol? Question mark. No Mouse sports? No Mouse? Big risk, man. Mine is Big plus Mouse. You all want to know where Mouse Sports is? Well, they're home, so they didn't make the playoffs. Heck, they're not even qualified for the next major. Wreck, son. Alright, it's time to do this one last time for the FACEIT London 2018 Major. It's time to do pick'ems one last time. Time for playoff picks. But first, let's go and see how I did in the group stage. So I got 6 picks right for 18 points, which is pretty good. I'm 2 away from bronze, so that's pretty much a guarantee as long as I can get 1 pick right in the playoffs. So let's start out with Liquid. I got them right, 3-0. I got Astralis, Navi, FaZe right, MIBR, and Big. Cloud9 won a game up against Windstrike, unfortunately, so I didn't get that. NIP and MIBR played each other, so I was going to get one of them regardless at the 2-2 match. And then Fnatic, they kind of crapped the bed, but whatever. Alright, so it's time to pick playoffs. So let's start with Complexity and MIBR. This is an interesting matchup because they both play each other because they're both from the NA region, because MIBR is from Brazil, but they're stationed in like California somewhere. So they probably have scrimmed against each other in the past. They both play in Pro League and NA, so they should be acquainted with each other somewhat, but I'm going to pick MIBR to win this because they're just the better team. Complexity has no players who've been to a major playoff before. MIBR, each player on there has won a major. So I think that they'll have a pretty easy time with Complexity. 2-0, I'm guessing. Next, we got Navi versus Big. This is a really interesting series for me because you got the battle of 2 good IGLs in Gob, B, and Zeus. And then you got, of course, Simple and Electronic are great players that have been playing well this year. Tabzin and Smoothie have also been pretty good, so that's interesting for me too. Honestly, I'd love for Big to be able to pull it out because I like their team. I think they're a cool team. But Navi is just, they got so much more firepower than them. Well, Big does have the edge with the IGL. I think Navi will pull it out, 2-1 probably. But I could see Big winning. So this is one of my more iffy picks. Like, this one's harder for me, but I think Navi can beat them. So you got Team Liquid versus Hellraisers. I think this one's pretty straightforward. Walks Ganissa have been great for Hellraisers. But Liquid, I like their firepower, their tactics, their team play. I like everything about Team Liquid a lot better than I like about Hellraisers. Then Astralis versus FaZe, another one that's interesting because Astralis is the best team in the world, obviously. And FaZe has struggled in the group stage. Barely getting out. But they did 2-0 G2, but there was an overtime there and everything. But I think Astralis will beat FaZe Clan. 2-1 maybe, epic 3-map series, I don't know. But my big concern for FaZe Clan is that an interview came out where Nico said he's the one calling after they went 0-2. I don't have much confidence in FaZe Clan if Kerrigan's not calling as the IGL. So now let's move on to the semifinals. I got MIBR and Navi here. I think Navi can beat MIBR. They've done it in the past when they were still SK. Granted, with bolts. I think just Navi's just a better team overall. Fallen probably has the edge over Zeus as an IGL. But Simple and Electronic, I think, are too good for MIBR, even though they do have players like Cold Zera, Stewie 2K, Tarek. I think this will be a close one, 2-1, but I think Navi can get to the grand final over MIBR. Then we've got a spicy matchup here between Team Liquid and Astralis. Now, this might be the real final, because I think these might be the 2 best teams in the tournament. Obviously, Navi's in the top 3, but I don't know. I think this will be close, 2-1. Liquid did beat Astralis in overtime in the group stage to go 3-0. But I think Astralis will beat them because Astralis has been deeper in the major. Like, sure, Astralis has won a major. Unlike Nitro and Elise, they've been to major finals. But I think Astralis will edge it 2-1. And we'll get the showdown between Navi and Astralis, simple versus device, in a whole winner-take-all best-of-3 final. I think it'll be awesome. So now it's my pick between Navi and Astralis who will win. I'd love to see Navi win, because Simple's an amazing player, and I think that it'd be great for him to get a major. Astralis, they've just been god tier this whole year, except for their little slip-up at IEM Sydney finals, and then the finals of Stockholm against North. So this is a tough pick for me. It's been like, because it could be Navi or it could be Astralis. Because although I'm saying that Navi's gonna have little issues with Big and MIBR, they still got insane firepower, and they did beat Astralis at Cologne when you could argue Navi were at their peak. In the end, though, I'm going to have to go with Astralis to win because they've just been so good. It's best of 3. There's concerns with Navi. There's been internal issues with Flamey maybe wanting to leave. Edward hasn't been that great for the whole year. Zeus is a really good IGL, but he's kind of a bot of a player. So I think Astralis will take the whole tournament, win their second major. So that'd be 2 majors for Glaive, Zipnix, Device, Dupree, first major for Magisk. And it'd really cap off what would be the Astralis era this year. So these are my picks. MIB over Complexity, Navi over Big, TL over Hellraisers, Astralis over FaZe, then Astralis over Liquid, Navi over MIBR, and then Astralis over Navi in the final. So, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you agree? Disagree? Who'd you pick? Let me know. Did you get your bronze trophy already? Just let me know. I'm the Silver Scrub. Thanks for watching.